Do you feel like your walls are closing in on you? Well, guess what? You're not alone. In fact, most people miss the signs that their home isn't keeping up with their life until it's too late. But today we're changing that. I'm going to show you 7 clear signs it's time to upsize your home. And if you spot even one of them, then it might be time for you to upsize your home. Now let's dive into it. Sign number 1, it's pretty obvious. If you're constantly stepping over toys, if you're constantly fighting with your other family members, if you have a home office that's in the corner of your living room, kind of like my office here at home, it's in my living room, in the middle of my living room, actually, it's just not enough space for me and my family. We could definitely use a bigger house. That's a definite sign that you need a bigger house. If you're just constantly fighting for counter space, looking for more and more space to put stuff, then that's definitely a sign that you need to upsize your house. If your home can't accommodate your family's needs, then it's time to explore your options. And don't worry, I've helped plenty of families here in the Kenosha area upsize their house and sell their current house for above market value. So if you need help, give me a call, shoot me a text, and I'd be happy to discuss this next step with you. Sign number 2, you're working from home, but not comfortably. With work from home still a big thing here in the United States, having your own office space is a big deal. A place where you can close the door, focus, a place that isn't just a corner of your bedroom, a corner of the living room, a place that isn't just the dining room table that you can spread out. Your own office that you can call yours, hang up your own pictures, close the door, block out all that family noise, keep the dogs away, keep the cat away, make it your own personal space, someplace where you can sit down, focus, and actually focus on work and get some work done is a game changer. When you have your own office where you can sit down and actually focus on work, you're so much more productive and you feel like you're actually at work. Having your own at-home office is a big deal. So if you don't have that now and you actually work from home, give me a call, shoot me a text. Maybe it's actually time to look for a bigger house that has its own dedicated office space. Sign number 3, and this one's a big one. This one's a big one for my wife at least. You're avoiding entertaining guests. How many times have you thought about hosting a dinner party or having family get-togethers or just having a backyard barbecue with your neighbors? And you thought to yourself, my house is just too small. I don't want to cram all those people in my tiny living room, in my tiny kitchen. I don't want them to see the mess that is my house. I don't want to cram them all in my basement that is just a storage space where I plop everything down that I don't have storage for. I just can't do it because my house is too small. I can't have 10, 15, 20 people in my house at a time. So I'm not going to do it at all. Well, guess what? Having that dream of having a dinner party or family gatherings at your house doesn't have to be a dream. We can definitely find a house that's big enough to entertain for you. If that's a dream of yours to have people over and entertaining at least once a month, then let's make it a reality. Sign number 4, they need to upgrade your house into a bigger house. Your storage space is just maxed out. You have nowhere else to put your stuff anymore. Basement or garage is just filled with storage bins. Your garage is so full of stuff that you're not parking your cars in there anymore. Well, guess what? You definitely need a bigger house with more storage. Here's a quick test to tell if your house is too small or not. How many closets in your house are currently overflowing with stuff? Your closets are just jam-packed with stuff that you're storing in them. Then when you open the door, stuff comes falling out at you because they're just so jam-packed with stuff that you're storing in there. Almost all of our closets in our house are currently jam-packed with stuff that as soon as we open the door, there's just an avalanche of stuff that comes falling over at us. We expect it. We definitely need a bigger house, and we know it. We just aren't quite there yet. But if you are there, then I'd love to have that discussion with you and see what the next steps are. Another really good test, if you're renting a storage space to store all of your stuff, don't do that. Upsize your house to a bigger place that has more storage. Why spend the money on a storage space when you could just buy a bigger house and store all your stuff inside your house with a bigger basement, maybe a shed in the backyard, maybe a bigger attic, maybe some storage above the garage. There's all kinds of storage spaces in a bigger house. Buying a bigger house isn't always about more bedrooms and bathrooms. Sometimes it's just about more storage space for all the stuff that you've accumulated over the years. Sign number 5 is time to upgrade your house. You've got equity to work with. So this sign is a little less obvious to people, but it's critical. If you've built significant equity in your current home, you could be in the perfect position to upsize. With the market here in Kenosha seeing steady growth, many homeowners are sitting on more equity than they realize. If you want to know how much equity you could possibly have in your house, give me a call. I'd be happy to crunch those numbers for you and let you know how much equity you could possibly be sitting on in your current house. Sign number 6, your financial situation has changed for the better. Maybe you've gotten a raise, maybe you've paid off some debt, maybe you've started a new job. If your financial picture has improved since you bought your current house, maybe buying a bigger house is a good idea for you. A bigger house doesn't always mean a more expensive mortgage. Upsizing may be more affordable than you think, especially if you're strategic about it. And hey, that's what I'm here for, is to show you the tips and tricks about how to be strategic about buying a bigger house and making sure that your mortgage isn't super high and to make sure that you can still afford it. Finally, sign number 7, that you want to upgrade your house to a bigger house. You want more comfort and luxury. Sometimes it's not about needs. Sometimes it's just about lifestyle. Sometimes you just want a nicer, bigger house. Instead of that small starter house that you first bought when you bought your first house, sometimes you just want a bigger house with a nice jacuzzi tub in it, maybe a bigger backyard with a pool, maybe just a nice house with like a dual shower head in it, or a shower that has one of those steamers in it. Maybe you want one of those huge islands in your kitchen instead of the little galley kitchen that you have right now. Maybe you want a finished basement instead of the unfinished basement that you have right now. Maybe you just want a nicer house to begin with. Sometimes life is about the luxuries that we don't have right now. You just want to treat yourself because you're making a little bit more money, have some equity in your house, and you can just afford it. Upsizing isn't always practical. Sometimes it's an upgrade in the quality of your life. If that resonates with you, then let's make it happen. If any of these signs hit home with you, literally, it may be time to upsize. Whether you're looking for more space, more comfort, or a better fit for your financial needs, I'm here to help. Reach out to me anytime and let's find that perfect next home for you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tips on buying and selling and relocating here to Kenosha. And I can't wait to see you in the next video.